Do you want to build a strong, lasting, and emotionally satisfying relationship with your family, with your friends, with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, with your spouse or your fiancé? Well, relationships are great, but it can be really stressful. Actually, the quality of a relationship depends on how it gets started, and then what you guys do while you are in it. Well, for family, maybe you don't choose it. Maybe it depends on the second point, but how you get into a relationship and what you do while you're in it determines the quality of a relationship. Personally, I had a few experiences with relationship issues. I broke up with my first girlfriend a few years ago. It was really troublesome, heartbreaking experience, and I didn't want to repeat that. So I've been trying to learn how can I maintain a relationship and how can I, like a man and a woman, live together or stuff. Yeah. And when I was reading the book, How Will You Measure Your Life? By Clayton Christensen, a professor at business at Harvard Business School, talking about different business principles on how to use those business principles in a personal life to optimize personal life. Also, he talked about relationships. Then I took the business relationship, business employee relationship, how it works, and how you can apply it, and it's blew my mind. Businesses have to recruit employees, but again, business have to retain them. Same thing, you have to get into relationship, but remain into it. So in this video, I'll share with you really how you can apply these two principles in your personal relationships and hopefully increase the chance to succeed. This is part 3 of the series of Doing Your Life Like a Business, where we're trying to take different business principles and see how we can apply them in our personal life and optimize the way businesses do, or successful businesses do as well. If this is your first time to meet me, my name is Eric Nitanga. I'm a medical doctor and I'm a life coach at Aligned Life Coaching. We're helping people to achieve their personal health and career and relationship goals. So let's get into it. Getting into relationship. Starting with a business have to recruit an employee, and an employee have to look for a business or a company or organization to join. So before the business goes to recruit, the first thing they have to do is to describe and define their mission, what they are standing for, what they do, what the organization is about, the organizational culture, their values, before they can attract potential talents. There's something you have to do in a relationship. You don't really want to go out to chasing people. I think the first thing you have to do is to build your value, your culture, and always learn to communicate that through conversation. Like, communicate your interests. There's something organizations always posting on their websites. They're telling you about who they are. So if you're interested, you can join them. There's something for you. If you look for a relation with somebody, just you need to understand who you are and communicate who you are through conversations. This way they will know your values, things you like, things you don't like, your interests, your hobbies. Yeah, like my friend, my young brother likes soccer, football. And when I talk with him, we never talk about soccer because I'm not really into it. But I saw him when some of his friends came. Man, they were excited about talking about the live scores and the games. He wasn't really into it. This is something he likes, and he communicates that into conversation. If you like soccer, when you talk to people, potential friends, and communicate who you are. If you like religion, the first place, as you meet people, talk about it. This is the same way organization recruit employees. The first is communicating who the organization is, what it does, its purpose. Do the same. So this is the only way you can attract people who might make potential friends or a potential right match for you. Communicate who you are, first thing and foremost. Then let's say you communicate that, and that's the same way employees can apply and they some pass interviews and exams. But now you're into the Relationship. You hired. Just the way an employee is hired at a company, you too, you're hired. But being in relationship, it takes the responsibilities of organization and an employee. Something organization has to do for employee motivation, payment. You have to keep the promise, of course, but I want to focus on the side of an employee. For the company to retain an employee has to be delivering what he or she's hired for. So in the book, How You Measure Life, the concept, what are you hired for? Everybody you're in a relationship with, it's like he or she has hired you for something. That something's not about money or physical support only, which might be the case, but usually emotionally. So you need to understand what is another person looking for into you and provide that. If you fail to do that, you lose it. Yeah, like when I asked my girlfriend, hey, so why do you want to break up with me? She told me, like when we started, you used to give me more time, but now you seem, to really give me more time. So you see, I messed up. She was looking for a quality time, and I was providing maybe everything else but equality time, and she felt like, enough is enough. So think about it. The person you're in love with, maybe your girlfriend, your spouse, your family, what are they looking for into you? Maybe the concept that can help you is the 5 languages of love. We can learn how you can communicate love to your significant other or your spouse or your fiancé. Someone look for quality time, as I mentioned in the first place, and I've learned to give more. Some look for word of encouragement and appreciation. Some look for gifts. Some will look for physical touch. Some look for act of service. You can read that book, The 5 Languages of Love. They can help you to understand what you're hired for in a relationship. Just the same way there's a job description for an employee in a company. Every employee is hired to do some tasks. If he or she fails to do that, he or she is fired. So understanding this principle of recruitment by communicating values, your interests, so people can be attracted to you, attract the right people, potentially like people. Then to remain in a relationship is to understand the principle of what am I hired for? And everybody should think like that and always strive to provide exactly that you're hired for. You can go an extreme mile like an employee who can give an extra hour and extra service, but your primary goal is to provide that very thing your potential spouse, your friend, your family is looking for. That's the only way you can build strong relationships. And by applying these 2 principles, you can you can start actually relationships and extend them. Now, think about it. All the relationships, all the friends you have, what are they looking for into you? If you don't know, go search and ask them. They will tell you what they like about you, or such things. And this way you can really decide on how to proceed. This is the end of the series on doing your life like a business, where we saw different business principles that we can apply in our personal lives to optimize it and achieve our goals. We saw how to allocate resources to the goals that matter to us, the way businesses allocate resources to projects that need more attention so you can achieve your goals. Allocate your time, spend your money, spend your energy for things that matter most for you. We also learned that to create opportunities for yourself, just like a business brand in the market to get more customers, you need to brand, tell your story, let the people know what you can do. And lastly, to build strong relationships, to apply the principle of recruitment to retaining employees by communicating your value and remember what you're hired for in a relationship. With these principles, you can increase the chance of succeeding at your relationship goals and the other goals you have in your life, career, or health.